If you've been watching the channel, you know that I've been reviewing a lot of items from 5K Toys. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to go through all of the items that they just recently posted for pre-order. And we have some real bangers this time. And while I do that, I'm going to review these two figures. So we're going to open these things up, look at them, and talk about all the new goodies that are on their way. Let's get into it. All right, so alternate version of me that is unboxing that other thing. Let this version of me talk about the things. So the things I'm reviewing today, Demon Force Wave 1. These are 1/12 scale, so they are pretty big for 1/12 scale. 7 inches, in fact. But you can order both of them for $89.99. These things are in stock in the US, so they will ship as soon as you order. But if you just want one, $46.99 for that guy, or $46.99 for that guy. And then there's some cool photos and stuff, but I'm doing a review of them. Well, unboxing. I'm showing you in the other video. So let's just get back into what is 5K Toys and talk about all the goodies over here. So with 5K Toys, this is a website that's gonna sell you a ton of stuff, okay? And most of it is kind of unlicensed, unofficial, what we say like third-party creators and have licensed products. So when you log in, you always get here to the homepage, which is generally gonna have two sections. You have featured stock, and then at the bottom they have featured pre-orders. Now, that doesn't mean everything they offer is there, because you'll have to click on all products to see those. And there's some special items that I'm really excited about that right now you'll only find under all products. So over the weekend, we got some good information of things that are coming, but as you can see, sometimes these things have covered up faces, like this one. And you could probably put it together if you're into anime. You might recognize the silhouette and stuff, but you might otherwise need to copy and paste this thing into Google search and see the other images shared elsewhere. And this is because they're unlicensed. A lot of times with these figures, you're getting way more for your money, and the quality behind them can be beyond, honestly, what you get from some of the brands we know. Here, this is V mask. You can kind of tell what this is, V for Vendetta, but they blurred it out. Again, you'll want to copy and paste the title of this thing and search for it somewhere else. But on Instagram, they'll show you the original images, and these things look really good. But as you can see, there's a wide variety of brands, V-Toys to One Shot, like brands that not many of us have heard of. But you'll find some excellent craftsmanship. The turtles here that I've reviewed, so you have the Musket Man, and you have the Master, which is essentially Splinter and Donatello, and you get this accessory pack. So there's a lot of goodies, okay? And I want to go through and highlight some of the hot ones that I think at least are awesome, or maybe just got pushed into US stock. This is another great one. And again, looking at this thing without the image being covered up, the time controller, that is a great looking figure. I can't stress enough how good this thing looks, at least in the photos. Again, if you follow him on Instagram, you can see all that stuff really ahead of time. And for those of you that like Spider-Man, you've got this guy, which is honestly loaded down with some beautiful looking accessories, and the body and everything looks really good. It's a 1/12 scale. Anyway, let's keep going. So they got diorama sets, which is great. This one, especially if you're doing something like Last of Us, which is postered on the wall. This thing, which was super hot, seen a lot of Instagram posts of this thing. That bike alone is incredible, and it comes with a stand, but you can do it all by itself. But there's tons of things. You got 300, you got anime stuff, you got Dragon Ball, you got effects pieces. Obviously, if you've been following the channel, you should know that I cover a lot of this stuff. But again, just want to highlight a few goodies so you can get some of your Metal Gear figures over here. And this is the best pricing that I've seen for Metal Slug figures. So they just have a few of the guys left, and you can get them for just 79 bucks, which is honestly a way to go. It's a single soldier, I guess, is what they have right now. This is a big pre-order item. This is a hot one. This is, I think, gonna be one of the best figures from this kind of not Ninja Turtles stuff. So this is the Michelangelo, essentially, of the Ninja Turtles, and it comes with tons of accessories. If you order through 5K Toys, here's like 3 ways to buy it. You can get just the figure, you can get the custom set, or you can get the combo. And you'll see here, this is just the money you put down on these pre-orders. And you scroll to the bottom, it will tell you what is the total price. So it's the $15 that you would pre-order with, and then $42 later on, plus shipping. They send you an email with the updated link so that you can pay your balance. You don't pay a full price, but you locked in your pre-order. Some of the items I'm most excited about is going to be this set, well, a couple different sets actually from KW Studio, which I loved what this studio had done with the Gotenks figure. So now for Kid Goku, if you're a Dragon Ball fan, you're getting some options here to have him as Super Saiyan 3 or as Super Saiyan 2, I think, in this one. Up next, you got your Daryl Dixon, which honestly looks absolutely incredible for a 1/12 scale thing. And the amount of soft goods on this, look at it, it's insane. So this is a really, really cool one. This is from Hiya Toys. So this is gonna be a licensed product because Hiya Toys you can get through other websites, but I bet the pricing is probably cheaper here. So $89 if you want to check that guy out. And you got this Fury Planet, which a lot of people have been saying is kind of like an overgrown Usagi Yojimbo, which yeah, I guess so. He's really, really big. So if you're getting those other turtles like the Michelangelo, he's gonna kind of tower up above those guys. But wow, it's so cool. All of this like armor, the details, the sculpt work. This is such a beautifully well-crafted figure. So definitely want to check out. Here's another popular one. I've been seeing some people post about this thing. I mean, the sculpt work looks fine. The cat looks incredible. The details are very specific. The muscle work around that knee looks, honestly, that's the shining part, is the muscle sculpt around the knee. It's insane. Up next, if you're a Batman fan, look at this thing. My goodness sakes. So you can do version A, which is this, so everything you see on screen, or you can get version B, where he's on the motorcycle, or you can go with the version C, which is both A and B together, and then you get this deluxe exclusive item, which is really cool. And this one I am super pumped about. I cannot wait to get this one. It's kind of, for me, hard to find a really good Mortal Kombat figure. I know Storm Collectibles does it. They're kind of big. I did a review of Reptile on here, and I did not think it was worth it. But this guy looks next level. Soft goods that I'm like really in love with, especially the stitching down the front of it. All these effect items, you get a bonus head or something. All these hands. This is really, really, really cool. And it's $85, so about the same price as Storm Collectibles, but it looks to be better. And there's some pretty wild anime things. I don't know if these are from specific things or they're just made up. And this one, which I definitely pre-ordered, this looks so good. If you are a fan of Into the Spider-Verse, this looks like one of the best Spider-Man figures that we will ever get. But they sell tons of stuff. There's full-on figures, as we have seen, and there are unique just clothing options for the figures you already have. So I highly, highly recommend it. This thing from Akira looks absolutely next level. Look at that, soft goods on a 1/12 scale? What? So on that note, do yourself a favor. Go through all products and find some stuff that you're gonna love, because there's Batman, there's The Witcher, all kinds of stuff. But remember, those things often sell out before I even get to show you what they're all about. So it's really just be aware of 5K Toys and see what they've got going on. See what they've got going on. So follow them on social media. They're always posting stuff on Instagram. And it's honestly the fastest way to find some of the new items. And be sure to click the top link there to see one of my favorite figures that I've gotten from 5K Toys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.